Senator Manchin.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Thank you all for being here and appreciate very much your service. West Virginia is this is for all. West Virginia is the only state that lies completely within the Appalachian mountain region. Despite this, the U.S. Department of Agriculture's definition of rural excludes some of the most geographically isolated and unpopulated areas of my state of West Virginia. Fayette County is one example. It's the largest city, has just under 8,000 residents, the largest city in the county. Its landscape is mountainous with secondary roads that make travel difficult. I know that Secretary Buttigieg has been there before. Over the last several years, it has been hit with devastating floods. However, many programs across the federal government classify the county as urban, preventing from accessing the resources they need. At my urging, the United States Department of Agriculture Economic Research Services recognized the unique topographic of our state in their recent report on rugged terrain. The report found that almost 81% of West Virginians live in a rugged area. That's compared to just 11.7% of the entire United States population. Well, that's why they call us Mountain Mama. Several agencies have proposed ways to incorporate ruggedness into their definition of rural to ensure that critical resources are reaching those areas in most need. Many disaster programs that your agencies oversee direct specific resources to rural areas, but do not adequately recognize the Appalachian as rural. This means that West Virginians that are impacted by disasters are not really getting the help and the support that they need. So I don't know, I just would hope that all of you would be cognizant of this ruggedness definition, because it is unbelievable. You know, sometimes in our state, you only see the sun from 11 to 2. Anyway, they're beautiful people, but they just need the same assistance everyone else. This is to my friend, Secretary Buttigieg. The Appalachian Development Highway System was established in 1965 to connect I-81 in Virginia to I-79 in West Virginia. And over 55 years later, we're still working on it. We're getting better. In a state as rugged and, again, mountainous as mine, natural disasters can quickly cut West Virginians off from help. And this is a lifeline coming from east to west, west to east. Connecting this population base of D.C. metro area into the interior of West Virginia would be a game changer for our state, both logistically and economically, and allow us to better prepare for natural disaster. We only have about 15 miles left as far as when we're en route to get everything in West Virginia done. Our trouble is basically coming to Wardensville, West Virginia, going into connecting I-81. It starts right now. The corridor H comes to Wardensville, and it stops. And we see no movement whatsoever to connect to I-81. We knew there was a lot of politics in before, but we think that has all been passed through. If you could look at that, sir, that would be the last major connection. It would truly, truly set us up in a much better situation. I don't know if you were made aware of that.
Thank you. Yes, we're very aware of the importance of the Corridor H vision to you and to the people of West Virginia. I do know that West Virginia intends to use their National Highway Freight Program formula funds for Corridor H, and that will amount to a portion of what I believe is $203 million of formula funding coming their way. I know that there have also been applications for discretionary programs, and we're aware of a set-aside that's contemplated in those programs. So we'll keep working with the West Virginia DOT on that.
If you can just check on the Virginia side, my dear friends in Virginia, who I love very much, and I want you to know we did not break away from Virginia. They left us.
I'll make sure to ask him about that, Senator.
This is to Administrator Guzman. The Small Business Administration Disaster Loan Program is a vital lifeline for communities recovering from major disasters, such as Hurricanes Helen and Milton. These large-scale events require significant resources. My colleagues have rightfully acknowledged SBA's efforts in providing critical support. At the same time, I think it's important to recognize SBA's role in addressing smaller-scale disasters year-round. Earlier this year, my state of West Virginia was a great example when the SBA made economic injury disaster loans available to small businesses and agriculture co-ops impacted by severe drought conditions in West Virginia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These types of losses often don't qualify for FEMA or CDBG funding, so I appreciate you taking the initiative, Secretary, working with us on those as well. So what I can ask is, could you speak to how SBA balances the needs of larger scale disasters with the smaller localized ones that are left behind?
Happy to do that, yes. I mean, in any given time, we have, of course, the presidential declarations, but our own set of SBA disasters that we work coordinating with the governors to ensure that we can support, as well as through USDA on any of those crop disruptions. And so, currently I have about 220 crop disruptions, as well as 11 SBA-only declarations. We deploy our teams for those physical as well as economic injury disaster loans. For those economic injury, we work through our partners on the ground to ensure that there's awareness. The disaster administration the dollars that we get to make sure we can deploy as extensively as possible is very critical for us, and to ensuring people are aware of these resources that are available on the ground. And we will always continue to try to do a better job working in partnership with locals to ensure that there's awareness of these great resources.
Thank you so much. I just wrap up. The ruggedness situation is important to myself and Senator Capito. We're very concerned because we have a beautiful rugged state. Corridor H is important to connect us to the metropolitan areas, to finish that up, and helping the small businesses that don't qualify for FEMA net. They can't make it without a little bit of assistance. Thank you all. I appreciate your service. Thank you very much.